Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm her Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. Oh, I just finished dancing in my living room and I feel so good. So I'm sending y'all that good high vibrational energy, especially if you're triggered, especially if you're hurting, especially if there's something that is not going right for you in your life. Yeah, I'm just sending you all that good love. I want to say something before I start the reading real quick. So we used to talk about forgiveness all the time on the channel, but the response that I got today, forgiveness, and you can go back and look in the comment section and drop your 2 cents as well in the comment section, because this is all healthy discourse. This is all healthy dialogue. When I read, I channel, I give you the message that I'm getting from source. Okay. I'm not going to argue with you, but I am going to tell you, hey, I'm just going to try to gently guide you and say, I think you're thinking from a worldly standpoint, or I think you're kind of thinking from a place of hurt and pain, because there's 2 different thought processes. There's a thought process of a victim, and there's a thought process of someone who is healed and who is on the path of enlightening. Neither one is better or worse, okay? Because we all need to be victims at some point in order to become enlightened. But I will say this. The comment section is kind of like a reflection of just the world in general. There are so many people who are hurt and who are literally feeling like they have to hold on to that hurt. And when you hold on to that hurt and fear, you will operate through that and you will never make the choices from a high standpoint for your life. Some of the things I saw in the comment section were that you can't forgive people because you're doing their spiritual work for them. No. Okay, never. You can't take on someone's spiritual work or karma unless it's generational. Sins of the father can be passed down. Sins of the mother can be passed down. But I promise you, those sins are probably being passed down because they did not forgive, or they held on to something. Because if somebody did something in that way, it's because they had some sort of anger, rage, disconnection from God, which is a sin. That's the sin. That's what sin means, to be disconnected from source. That's it. So you are healing generational curses. You're breaking generational strongholds by what? Doing what? Love. That's it. And I think we try to make things so complicated and that's where we go wrong. And when we struggle, that's what I really want to say, is that we struggle. Every time I say anything about forgiveness or love or focusing on positive, there will always be somebody who says, well, what about the children in, right? Or what about the people who are homeless? Or what about the people who are getting unalived? What about the people this and this and that? And then, yes, this is happening every single day. But you have to understand that what we see with our physical eyes, there is always something behind the scenes that you are not seeing with the physical. There is a spiritual reason why everything is happening. It's not my job here to kind of make you believe that, because that's one thing I tell everybody. I never impress my beliefs on you or whatever, because at the end of the day, we're going to shed this physical body and you will see the truth. You know what I'm saying? You will see the truth for yourself. And what a glorious day that will be when it happens. But I only wanted to say this because remember, what you believe is what will be reflected into your reality. And if you say, well, I'm not forgiving XYZ because they don't deserve it and I'm doing their spiritual work for them and it's karma, this and that, the same will be done unto you. That's it. We are all gods of our own reality. So you make your own heaven and hell, right? Whatever you believe, whatever you do to someone else comes back to you. Just because you forgive somebody who hurt you doesn't mean they get off scot-free. You have no idea what goes on in that person's mind. You have no idea what's going on in every single second of that person's life. You have no idea what the karma might be passed down to someone else because of what they've done to you. Julie, because of what they've done to you. And furthermore, and we all been there. It's not a judgment, but you have to understand this. It's very low vibrational to be concerned with somebody else's karma or lessons or pain unless you are trying to help them. Yes, people have hurt us. Yes, people have done us wrong. Yes, people, will feel in our flesh, that they deserve to get payback, right? But for you to be concerned with what happens to them and you making sure that they are punished or hurt, really, that's what you're saying, is that you want to see them hurt. Then that puts you in that frequency, okay? And whatever you wish for someone else or you pray for someone else, it will come back to you too. Even if you don't do it, right? You're putting yourself in that frequency. It's a very difficult spiritual lesson to learn. I know. I've been there. Such shit used to happen to me, and I used to replay it over and over and over in my head again, cuss people out in my head, say things in my head, and just, and your mind is strong. Your mind is very strong. So they might feel it, but also guess who else is going to see it in the reflection of their lives? Me. That anger that might be in my head, I'm going to see it in a reflection of what is reflected back into my life. So that could come through hardships. That could come through spiritual blockages in some way in my life because I have this frequency of anger, hate, rage, vengeance. It's your thoughts that are projecting on the screen of your reality. And that's why I always say freedom. It's not, yes, sure. But why would you not be concerned about someone else is wanting somebody else to heal? I saw somebody say in the comment section, well, if, I'm doing the work for them, if I start their healing process, you don't know what's about to happen to them. Healing is not always pretty, okay? You know what I'm saying? But again, you shouldn't be concerned with that. That is why a lot of your manifestations are not coming through, because you're not even focusing on the thing that you desire. You're focusing on someone else, or you're focusing on something that has happened to you. And I've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of traumatic experiences in my life, a lot. I'm not even going to name them. If you guys been following me a long time, I identify with you, right? But I've also experienced the freedom of forgiveness in the worst type of betrayals, okay? The worst type of betrayals, the worst type of pain, the worst type of hurt that you can ever imagine. Physical, okay? Physical, mental, emotional, all of it. I've been through it too. And I promise you, looking back, when you don't concern yourself with somebody else's karma or revenge and stuff like that, one thing that I've noticed when I free myself and I forgive myself, it'll always come a time where someone or some way it'll come into my awareness that something happened to that person. But by that time, me hearing about it, I don't have no more attachment to it. Doesn't make me happy. It's neutral. It's okay. Sure, this person is experiencing karma, but it doesn't make me happy that they're hurting, because in that meantime, in that time frame, I've healed and I've released it. And when you release things, it doesn't move you one way or the other. That's how you know you've experienced true healing. You're not going to get excited and happy because somebody got cheated on or kicked when they're down now, or, experiencing the same thing that they put you through, and that's kind of how you'll know that you have healed. If you're concerned with someone else's torture, pain, revenge, hurt, you got to check yourself. Okay? You got to check yourself. And if everybody in this whole collective was doing that, man, what a better place it would be. Okay? Right? Because somebody wouldn't be trying to hurt you, and you wouldn't be concerned with somebody else's hurt and pain. We live in a world where really bad things happen. All right? And that is just going to be the continuation of that, because that is the ebb and flow. One day we will see why everything had to happen the way it had to happen. Right? But for now, it's just your job, right, to stay at a higher frequency, so you don't have to draw those things to you. Okay? Especially if you're an empath, right? Especially if you're somebody who feels very deeply. And if you're an empath, you can manifest very easily through your feelings and emotions. Okay? Which is why you need to stay at a higher frequency and reach back and help other people heal in one way, shape, or form. All right? All right. So I'll pull a few cards here and see what's going on. My phone is going off. Let's see. Let's see what comes out. What time is it? Oh, that's what I was checking the time. All right. I have an appointment. I gotta take a shower. All right, let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. That was so like, oh my goodness. Just reading some of the comments, it hurt my soul. It hurt my heart, because you have to know what you believe you will receive. You will see in your own life. It's not for someone else. It's for you. You know, it is for you too. All right, let's take a look here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see here. Bruno is over there looking so intently, like he's hanging on to my every word. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see here. Holy Spirit, what do we have here? And somebody else made a good point too in the comment section. Forgiveness is not an overnight thing. It's really not. It's not an overnight thing. It doesn't happen just because you say, I forgive someone. Those feelings don't flee from you automatically. All right. Time does heal. So yeah, I just wanted to add that. It's not just something that is super easy. Let's say it was this 9 of Autumn. All right. And I'm going to pull a Guardian Angel card. Holy Spirit, Spirits, and Angels. Clear message here for the Aries collective. Show me clearly here. What do we have here for Aries? What is the message here we need for the Aries collective today? Thank you. Guilt. Guilt came out. All right. So we have the first card that came out is regeneration. And yes, we are all going through this right now. Regeneration. And I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle. So let's take a look at this. This is number 46, which reduces to 10. Okay, let's see here. All right. And it says rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. The Oracle's message here says second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wonderful ways. I'm going to read the relationship message and the prosperity message, okay? The relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. That's beautiful. All right. The prosperity message says, what happens when it appears you've failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from the difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates into your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. Right? It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you begin to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past because you really are experiencing a rebirth. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna read that line again. And it says, then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. All right. Think of your conscious mind as anything that you are doing or saying or consciously thinking, right? Absorbing what you're focusing on. Your subconscious is just a sponge. So whatever you feed it, whatever you say to it, whatever you believe, it is a sponge and it makes it real. So if you believe in hate, if you believe in those things, if you focus on poverty, if you focus on lack consciously, that will suppress onto your subconscious and say, we have to find hate. We have to find anger. We have to find lack. We have to find ways for Aries to be broke. We have to find ways for Aries to hurt, because those are the things that you're constantly, consciously focusing on. Okay. So right now is a time of regeneration of your mind. So it's the time to focus on things that are pure, love, high vibrational, wealth, health, things like that, because now you're going to see those blessings come forth through this time period. You have the card of unity that came out, which is the Hierophant. And it says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. All right. You also came out was the 9 of Wands, and it says protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. So the 9 of Wands, nines, is the ending of a difficult cycle. It's challenges that you've had that wounded you, that have hurt you, maybe abuse in some way, shape, or form, within relationships or just in life in general. It's the card of the wounded warrior, which means, yes, I'm hurt, but I'm still going. I'm still persevering. And because the battle is almost won, it's almost over, right? It's true strength here. And then you have the 9 of Autumns, beautiful energy here, the 9 of Pentacles, which says reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. This is kind of like pre-Empress energy here, 9 of Pentacles. It's wealth, it's abundance, it's a life of luxury. But it seems like here, Aries, when I'm seeing these 3 cards together, there is a connection here. Maybe a job, maybe a community, a spiritual community. It could be any type of community, a gym, people that you're getting together in some way, shape, or form that is actually going to help you heal, is going to help you on your journey, and you're going to experience it in the physical, in the 3D. All right. However you I told this to somebody yesterday, however you measure success in your life. Not everybody measures success through the dollar. Okay. And if you are, then that could be a very difficult life. So 9 of Pentacles could be however you measure success and happiness in your life. All right. All right. So we also have from the Guardian Angel the card, and it says guilt. It says you do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love, regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do from your soul's perspective. There's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. Okay, so this seems like the guilt, like we were talking about this morning, forgiveness of yourself, right? That we all do. We all go through. We all hold on to that sometimes. And it limits what we can experience in our reality, which is why we forgive. All right, why we forgive and we let go. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see here. Anything else you want to tell Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising? What is coming towards the Aries collective? What do they need to see? Unexpected income. 9 of Pentacles energy, unexpected income, and that's card number 27, which reduces to 9. So you have 3 9s, 9, 9, 9. We have main female. I'm hearing main character energy. And then we have the official person. It's kind of like the Emperor here. And then I'm seeing 2. So you could be seeing 222 a lot. You could also be seeing 999 a lot, which are both powerful numbers there. A completion. 222 also talks about love, partnership, reciprocation as well. All right, so let's see what Spirit is trying to say here. Oh, this is a good day. Today's Thursday through Saturday. Reminder, good day playing games of luck, right? Lottery, chances, raffle tickets. We always have raffle tickets down here in Louisiana. Somebody's always raffling something. It's a good chance for you to play. Even starting new projects, financial projects, spiritual communities. I saw some people tell me that they are starting their own channels and their own podcasts. So always let us know, let me know in my email, and I can share it with the community. All right. What? Bruno is right on my foot. All right. But this is a good time to start new things. Investments, maybe just investing, opening up an investing account, savings account, doing something healthy and wise for you. That is going to bring in material gains, writing projects, okay, online marketing, things like that. Let's see here. All right, what do we have here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. 2 cards came out. Beautiful. We have the Lovers and we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very action oriented towards her goals, her creative endeavors, and she's very confident that she is going to achieve what she sets out to receive. Okay. The Lovers here, this could be being in alignment with a particular person, a soulmate, a soul community, or even source energy. It's like source has her back here, right? Your spirit guides, your guardian angels. The Lovers here can be definitely a soulmate or a person here that you are actually manifesting, but this also could be representative of particular type of people, not just one. Okay. What is the challenge here for Aries? The 10 of Wands. This came out this morning as well. And I do believe, did the 9 of Pentacles come out? The Empress came out. But I don't know if the 9 of Pentacles came out. But the 10 of Wands definitely came out as well. And I was talking about the friction. The 10 of Wands, if you can see this man is carrying this load by himself, right? He is tired. He has no one to help him. But he has still not let it go. He's about to, because he's realizing that, why am I carrying this load by myself? Why am I carrying all of this, the bad things, the heavy things that, have happened to me? 10 of Wands can represent hard work as well. But in this sense here, this is a burden here that this man is carrying. And he's going to soon realize he doesn't have to carry it with him to his next destination. He can let this baggage go. Okay. What is advice from Spirit? There you have it. 10 of Pentacles, right? If these 10 of Pentacles show up, these blessings show up, right, for this man, how is he going to grab them if he is steady holding on to all of the bad things that in the world, all the bad things that has happened to him? He feels that he has to carry the burden of the world, and God's trying to bless him. Source is trying to bless him. He has no more hands to pick up these pentacles, right? Free yourself. I mean, that's the best loving thing that you can do for yourself in this world, is free yourself. Free yourself of all the difficult things that you've been through mentally, spiritually, physically. We've all been through them. We all have, especially in our generation, we had the last 2 generations, we've had pretty difficult paths. Okay. I do a lot of readings for people. I've heard crazy stories. I've heard things that I've been through. We've all been through them, but I promise you, you don't have to continue to bear this, right? You don't have to continue to carry this baggage with you, right? There is beauty in the things that have happened to you. You can learn from them. You can help somebody else. You can grow from them. You can evolve from them. And then you can see that your life can change and be different here with the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles can be a financial windfall, can be, a successful business. It can be a marriage. It could be a partnership or a commitment that you've been praying for, that you've been wanting. But a lot of times these things come through to you once you've let go of what is no longer serving you, or the baggage that you've been carrying. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. So this is about love, self-care, compassion, and what you're putting out, you're attracting. Okay, let's take a look here. The High Priestess here. There it is. I thought it would come out. I thought the 10 of Cups was going to come out, but here it is, the Hierophant. Still, it seems like the Hierophant is an institution. It came out already in the overall energy here. This could be a spiritual community, higher learning, This could be a job. This could be a university. This could even be representing the institution of marriage. Okay. This is, we'll say traditional, but it could be any way that you've learned to do something that works for you, that may have been passed down or have been being done. And maybe you're creating a new tradition. Maybe you're creating something new, right, for yourself that is going to be very successful for you, because the Ten of Wands can be the representation of holding on to the old ways of doing something. And now you're starting a new tradition, right? A new way of doing something for you and your family that is going to breed generational blessings. We always talk about generational curses, but there are generational blessings as well. And you have the opportunity and the ability to start them, right? How you teach your children, things that you do in your community and ways that you bless other people. You can start generational blessings as well. Okay. Let's take a look here. I'm going to clarify a little bit more. Let's use this stack of Golden Nouveau. Make sure I have all of them. Clarify the Lovers and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords here in reverse. Tell me about the Lovers and the Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Hierophant. Wow. The Hierophant fell right on top of the Hierophant. All right. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. And tell me about the Hierophant. The Nine of Cups. I kept seeing the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, desires. This is the Ten of Wands and this is exactly what this is. This could definitely be something from the past, learned behavior, traditions that seem to limit your reality or limit what you receive because of some sort of belief. Okay. The Hierophant and the Ten of Wands in the challenged position. And this could have stemmed from an abusive person, right? Someone here who was put into your life as a karmic, someone who was put into your life, and I'll say this, to teach you a lesson. There are people who we encounter in life who will hurt us physically, emotionally, and sometimes, spiritually, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? And we think that, well, what is wrong with me? Why me? Why this life? Why did I have to encounter this? God hates me. I shouldn't, all of these things, right? But on a spiritual level, we all come in here with a path, things that we have to learn, lessons that we have to learn. And we learn them through difficult situations and difficult people, right? And then we move on. It is showing me here with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. There was something here where somebody may have used someone, abused someone, breadcrumbed someone, lied to someone, deceived from someone, right? Six of Pentacles here, though, is showing me in the upright. There was something to gain from that, right? There was some sort of, it was either, spiritual, right? Or there was something that you received in that way. It definitely was spiritual. There's nothing else that came from that. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands and the Lovers here. Somebody gaining their power back. Yeah, there's the Nine of Wands. So when I'm seeing these energies together, it looks like an abusive energy. It looks like a situation where someone, it could have been romantic. It could have been family. It could have been a parent. That's what I'm trying to say. It could have been a parent. Someone here who was very brutal in the way that they communicated. Someone here who was deceiving, lying to you in many different ways, right? Many different ways. And you just think about this. People can lie to you, especially when you're talking about parents and growing up and things like that, by telling you you're not worthy, right? That's a lie, all right? It's a lie. It's a hard lie that some people, some children will impress on their children that can shape their whole entire world. their whole entire world, and then shape the way that they parent, then shape the way that they express themselves in the world, and then shape the way that they treat other people. Okay, so I'm seeing this Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. When you think of lying, it's not just, oh, are you hiding someone? Are you hiding a person? There's so many different ways, that could affect someone. And I'm seeing the Nine of Wands. There was abuse. Nine of Wands, abusive energy. Somebody had to persevere and get through it. Six of Pentacles here. The Lovers and the Queen of Wands, though, is saying that someone here has, I never know if it's a rise, rose, or risen, have come above it, okay? Come above it. Queen of Wands and the Lovers energy. Who's calling me, Lord? Queen of Wands and the Lovers energy. And I love this right here because the Queen of Wands has her head up so high, right? And she's so confident. She embodies confidence, man or woman, right? And she can live out her dreams. She can still have the love that she desires or the love that she puts out. Some of the people who have been abused the most are the most loving people, right? It's like her energy, her vibrancy has been restored. And so the Lovers here is representing anything that she is desiring that is in alignment with her God source energy here. She's going to get it, okay? The Ten of Wands and the Hierophant here, it feels like a hard way of, how do you say this? It could be traditionalism. It could be a way of learning something that was not beneficial. Fear tactic is what I'm hearing, okay? So I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't want to touch on religion and things like that, but I think you understand what I'm saying. It feels like an old way of doing something or an old way of being is dying out. And this could be within your life and this could be in the world, right? Because the Hierophant is here. So the Ten of Wands here is the challenge, is to finally release that old way of being, thinking, or living, right? You've been carrying these burdens or the sins of the past, right? And it's been very heavy. Also, I forgot to say what came out in the first pile was the Death card and the World. This talks about transformation and closure of a cycle. So this abuse here, closing out, right? What it has done or how it has hurt someone being released, okay? And then you have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. All right. In an energetic sense, right? Let's just say this is energy. This is someone finally realizing their worth and attracting that. Attracting that frequency. Maybe it's a partner. Ten of Pentacles can be marriage, business partner, wealth, finally realizing that you are worthy of the blessings that you are praying for, financial blessings, whatever. This is someone who is finally a vibrational match to those things because they have undone or you undid the way of thinking. Okay. We have the Hierophant here and the Nine of Cups. And I said this already. What happened? I said this already. The Hierophant, this Hierophant, I was feeling the energy of a new way, a new tradition, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of loving or emitting your energy. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, right? Desires, whatever you're desiring, whatever your dreams are coming into fruition. But it's not just you getting the wish fulfillment. This is a new way of being with the Hierophant here, okay? A new way of living or a new way of passing down something maybe from generations or teaching with the Hierophant. Could be a business here as well. This is your form of doing something, realizing your blessings and expressing that onto the world with the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. All right. Could even be a community. All right. I wanted to say that as well. Some sort of community or spiritually minded community. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Bye.